Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to make a very different video for today because I do want to analyze Xavi's Barcelona and where this team does stand. Because let's just assume, right, that the transfers for Barcelona do stop today. Is this Barcelona team that Xavi has good enough to be successful for the next 4 to 5 months? Because now we do have the entrance of Adama, we have Ferran Torres, we have Dani Alves, who have all entered Barcelona within the past 6 to 7 weeks. They can now play on the pitch with other teammates, which is why I do want to ask this question, because right now Barcelona is stuck. Like, if Barcelona's transfer window does end today, again, is this team good enough? And many people might ask, why would Barcelona be stuck today? Well, that is because it does say here, according to Xavi Miguel, if Dembele doesn't renew or leave in the next 72 hours, no further signings will happen. Yes, we do have Dani Alves, Ferran Torres, and Adama, who would be the only new additions for this month. And then we do have other reports stating that any more arrivals, excluding Traoré, now depend on whether Dembele immediately signs a contract renewal or leaves the club. And so look, there is a possibility that Dembele could leave in this month within these next 2 or 3 days. And there's been many reports stating that Dembele and his environment are actually looking and considering for an exit and to leave Barcelona immediately. And we know Barcelona's stance. They have said that if Dembele were to continue in this club for the next 4 to 5 months, he is not going to be playing. He is not going to be receiving any minutes. And do you guys think that it would be in Dembele's best interest to not receive minutes for the next 4 to 5 months? Because there is a World Cup that is going to be happening in November, and Dembele does need to show why he should be in that roster or even start for the French national team. So we do not know as of now whether Dembele is going to be renewing or leaving the club, or if he's going to just stay and not play any single minute with this Barcelona club. But again, if he doesn't, is this team good enough? So now let's talk about each position and talk about whether these players are good enough to deliver for Barcelona. Let's start with the left wing position. Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres. Those are going to be the two players who are, by no question, going to be taken on the left flank. I do think that this is probably one of the strongest positions we do have. There is talent between these two players. They do have the goals in them, and we can also sometimes put up there on this position. So the left wing is fully covered. We will be okay. As for the striker position, we have Luke de Jong, Memphis Depay, Jugla, and Martin Braithwaite. We do have a total of 4 players who can play within this position. Luke de Jong has been standing out recently in the past couple of games. He has been doing very well. We also have Jugla, who has also shown some promising displays on the field. He knows how to score goals, but the real problem when it comes to the striker position is that we do not have a world-class striker, like a striker where we could say this striker can score about 30 to 35 goals per season. Because you look at how Bayern Munich have Lewandowski, we look at how Real Madrid have Benzema, how Juventus have signed Vlahovic. Any team that does want to compete at the highest level, they need that definitive striker. And if we look at the data that Barcelona has been showing under Xavi Hernandez, yes, we do struggle on scoring goals. Like, yes, we have so many variety of players, but we need that definitive number 9. And right now, we just do not have that. As for the right wing position, we have Abde and Adama Traoré. These are two great wingers. When it comes to Abde, of course, I have always said that Abde does need time to mature because he is always looking to attack, and sometimes we do not always need to attack. And because of that attitude that he does have on the right flank, that is the main reason why he loses so many balls. And he also needs to be very well aware of his surroundings. Like, when he is dribbling, he needs to know who's on his left side, his right side, behind him, and in front of him. If he can do that, Abde would become a great right winger. When it comes to Adama Traoré, let's see how he does evolve, because what he is right now, it is solid. Like, I would say that, okay, Adama, what he is today, he could bring something great to the table, but he is a very one-dimensional player. It is going to be up to Xavi Hernandez to evolve this player, to give him different qualities within his game. And this is also going to be another right winger that is also going to be very reliable, because he has only missed 1 game due to injury in the past 4 years. So he is a very reliable player. Like, yes, he has gotten multiple injuries, but he does take care of himself so much that when he does receive an injury, he returns very fast. Like, he returns before his next game does arrive. And there is a very interesting stat when it comes to Adama Traoré. In the past 5 years or 4 years, Adama Traoré is in second place in terms of who had the best season regarding the best successful dribbles per 90. Adama Traoré sits in second place within the past 5 years, which was his 2018-2019 season. And yes, he has had a better season regarding this specific trait than Lionel Messi and Neymar Jr. So this is very, very interesting to see. Now let's move on towards the midfield position. And I think that this is probably like the most safest area that we do have. Like, I do not even think Barcelona should be signing a brand new midfielder unless it's going to be someone world class. But right now we do have many world class midfielders in our disposal. We have Gavi, we have Pedri, we have Frankie, Nico, Busquets, Ricky Puig. This area is fully covered. I think that if you were to ask me, okay, like, is there any midfielder, any type of midfielder you would try to incorporate in this squad, I would just say we need a midfielder that could be a destroyer, someone who knows how to destroy plays coming coming from the opposition, because in those last like 25-20 minutes, we do need that midfielder that can destroy many plays, that can recoup the ball and maintain the ball back to Barcelona. Because someone like Busquets, he is not the most reliable in those last 20 to 25 minutes. He does leave so much space behind him. He does lose the ball sometimes, and we do have to pay the price for that. Could Nico or Frankie become that destroyer for Barcelona? I have no idea. But right now, they're not that type of midfielder. Xavi does need to evolve these players, and then we can see if they can distribute that type of level, yes or no. But as of now, like I've said, I just do not think that we do need a destroyer midfielder in our team. Because if this Barcelona team can be a team that holds possession well, that is always focused 99.9% of the time in the game during match days, we do not necessarily need one, because if we have the ball, we have no problem losing the ball. So as for the midfield, we are okay. Now let's move on towards the left back position. We have Jordi Alba and Alejandro Balde. Now this is where things go on a full 360, because this is a position where it does need work. Like, we just cannot rely on Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba, every time he's not mentally there or physically there, it takes out Barcelona so much. Like, he literally costs us goals. He makes us concede goals, and that is a very bad thing. Now many are going to be questioning, what about Alejandro Balde? Alejandro Balde is someone that is just not counted on by Xavi as of yet. I don't know if he's just too young. Maybe he sees Alejandro Balde not tactically ready. So because of this, because it is very hard to choose which left back we should be choosing in this position, which one is the most reliable, right now Barcelona is looking for someone like Tagliafico from Ajax or Grimaldo from Benfica. And Mateu Alemany has also said, according to various reports, that he is looking for a brand new left back. So Barcelona is aware of this problem. They know that this is one of the weakest positions. So the left back position does need some work. As for the center backs, right, let's talk about Gerard Piqué, Ronald Araujo, Eric Garcia, Samuel Umtiti, Lenglet, Mingueza. Umtiti right now is injured, so I would just count him out just for today. As for Lenglet, he has shown a very stable level, not a world-class level, but he has improved, but not to the point where he is a world-class center back, but he has improved as a center back under Xavi Hernandez. He is doing nothing wrong. As for Eric Garcia and Ronald Araujo, these are two center backs that do form the best duo for Barcelona. This is a mixture of center backs who can be on the ball very well. They're very stable. They know how to distribute passes. They can carry the ball forward. And then you have the physicalness coming from Ronald Araujo and the ability to cover a lot of space behind when the opposition is on the counter attack. So we do have a mix and the best of both worlds between these two center backs. I think that these two center backs can learn a lot from each other. As for Gerard Piqué, he has been great so far in the year of 2022. He intercepts many balls, and I'm very glad that he has upped his level. But if there was a center back that we should be signing in this transfer window that would really secure Barcelona, I would say it should be Christensen. Now, this is a player that Barcelona are looking for, but for a free transfer in this summer of 2022. But yes, it is true that in the end, Barcelona do need to reinforce their center back lineup in some way, because Umtiti is someone that just cannot be relied on. Lenglet, again, does not play world class, but we need something different. We need someone that can distribute the ball and also be very physical at the same time. Christensen is that center back. Now, lastly, let's talk about the right back position. This is also one of the weakest areas that Barcelona does have. You look at Dani Alves, he is 39 years old. He cannot always be counted on. Now, look, he rarely does get injured, but I do think that it would be irresponsible for Barcelona to say, let's just count on our 39-year-old right back. And it's nerve-wracking, right? Because Dani Alves is someone that does improve Barcelona, and the fact that Barcelona do improve under a 39-year-old Dani Alves, it just shows you that they have not found a real replacement for Dani Alves since like 2016, 2017. And now this is going to lead me towards Sergiño Dest, because Sergiño Dest has been the closest to what Dani Alves has been, but he is not the most reliable. Like, defensively, he is just not there. You look at that game that he did play against El Salvador. If we rate El Salvador's level, they're not the best team in the world, right? But these players from El Salvador, they still went through Sergiño Dest, and that is almost unacceptable. And now I understand that Sergiño Dest is a young player, but he gets passed like 99% of the time, and that is only going to ruin Barcelona down on that right flank. There's been so many games where the opposition were choosing to attack on our right side because they knew that that side was one of the weakest every time Sergiño Dest does start. So we do need a right back that does produce a good level and is also on the young side, maybe 23, 24, 25 years old. Someone like that could be Mazraoui. So the conclusion is going to be this: if Barcelona do stop their transfers today and Dembele does stay in this club, he doesn't renew or he doesn't leave this club within these next 72 hours, Barcelona do have an okay team, a solid team, but it could get better. It could be strengthened, and massively. And those three positions that do need to be strengthened in the end, it should be the left back position, the right back position, and the striker position. If Xavi Hernandez only has to choose one position to strengthen, it should be the striker position, because there is no real striker that does exist in this Barcelona club, and the data has shown to proven that they have been needing goals under Xavi's time. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.